Today, we will be doing a Talon guide. We will be specifically focusing on his loadout, what rogues to really be on the lookout for, maps to really pick him on, and some general tips at the end. So let's get started with his loadout. As for weapons, Talon has access to the SMG and DMR category. If you're good with your shots, the DMR category isn't all that bad. However, I would still recommend running the SMG category as it is a lot more versatile in especially up close scenarios. For gadgets, Talon has access to the C4, which is a remote detonation device, and flashbangs, which can be used to blind an enemy. With abilities, Talon has access to the radar dart, which allows him to stick a dart to any surface and be able to reveal any rogue within its radius. Talon's passive mag gloves allows him to pick up and reclaim items from range, such as a katana or any dropped weapon, but also things like the bomb in demolition. As for perks, Talon has access to Rare Hunter, which allows him to detect fresh footprints of sprinting or walking enemies. Talon also has access to Rare Shredder Rounds, which allows him to deal 10% more firearm damage to armored targets and deployables. Talon also has the rare version of Armor, which allows him to gain an additional 25 extra HP. Talon also has the epic version of Nimble Hands, which allows him to increase reload and weapon swap speed by up to 30%. Talon also has the epic version of Padded Steps, which allows him to silence the sound of his footsteps when not sprinting. Talon also has the epic version of Lifeline, which is able to revive teammates 30% faster and start their health regeneration immediately. Talon also has access to the legendary version of Tenacity, which allows him to reduce melee and explosive damage by up to 50%. Talon also has the legendary version of Crackshot, which increases headshot damage by up to 15%. As for speed and toughness, Talon has 5 out of 5 speed, but only 2 out of 5 toughness. This means that Talon actually has a 15% movement boost, but only takes regular damage. As for rogues to really be on the lookout for and can directly counter you, Ronin is one of those rogues that you want to be on the lookout for. She is immune to reveals, which means that she will not come up on your radar dart, so you really just have to be listening to your audio to really find out where Ronin is. As for the next rogue, Anvil is another rogue that you really should be on the lookout for, as he can pretty much survive anything that you throw at him, and so therefore just be on the lookout for Anvil because he'll be running at you really aggressively. As for maps, Talon is really good on Skyfell and High Castle because he can place those darts in really high up positions and places where people won't really expect, and so therefore he can gather some intel very discreetly, and even when they do try to shoot the radar dart, they'll be exposed and therefore you'll be able to immediately counter. As for some general tips, Talon can actually mag glove the bomb, which makes him really useful in being able to not let your team be outplayed, and you can instead outplay the enemies because you can grab that bomb and immediately move over to the other side. The next tip that I have is to place your radar dart higher up, and the reason for this is because when you place your radar dart higher up, they will actually have to look up to actually kill the radar dart, and therefore that leaves them exposed for a couple of seconds in case you really need to counter and keep your radar dart alive. The next tip and the final tip that I have is, especially in 1v1 scenarios, you need to be fishing around the map with your radar dart, because your dart can actually be placed and you can mag glove the dart back, and so therefore if you just keep fishing around the map, you'll eventually find them because you can, launch it somewhere, immediately mag gloves back, and you don't have to walk over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're having trouble with Talon, you may also have a bit of trouble with Anvil, so go check out the video here. Join the Discord, and I'll see you guys all whenever I next upload. Bye-bye.